Yuting Su, the CEO of Thinkertinker. Yuting, welcome. We appreciate you being here.
Hi, everyone. I am very happy and excited to be here and pitch to everyone. Yeah, let me pull up my deck and we can get started.
Perfect. And while
One
Yuting's pulling up her deck, just a reminder to all the attendees, you're welcome to ask questions of the founders. Just feel free to type them in below in the chat function. Whenever you're ready, Yuting, you can take it away.
Okay, I'm ready. Can everyone see my deck?
Yep, we can.
Awesome, awesome. So hi again, my name is Yuting Su. I am the CEO and founder of Thinkertinker. Thinkertinker is an edtech company that has a vision to create the future tool for education technology. We are backed by Comcast, NBCU, Universal, and Techstars. We are also selected by TechCrunch as a top pick company and also a finalist in this year's Innovation Awards for South by Southwest. So we see a big tension among kids and families for screen time. With the majority of preschooler and kids are owning their tablets now, there's the increasing screen time is really causing a huge stress for parents, but it's inevitable. Kids are living in the digital age, and even the tension is even more at this challenging time, when everyone is working from home and all of the school are closed. So we definitely see this as a big conflict that parents have, that they know that there's benefits in using screen, teach screen with digital learning. At the same time, how do they juggling with their guilt with this huge increase of screen time and all of the potential social damage that it can cause. However, we realize that the issue isn't really the screens. It's being sedentary. Kids are locked in front of the screen and doing nothing more than tap tap swipe swipe. So before I founded Thinkertinker, I was a design researcher and game designer in educational games. So I personally understand that even us as a developer designer has all of the good intentions of building good games for kids. It's still limited to what a screen can bring us. So that's the reason I set off my journey to design our interactive plush character system that combines the power of hardware physical elements with the software app element that is so popular in the kids space now. So with that, our interactive plush character system, also patent pending, can transform any kids' lovable characters into an interactive plush companion that can be their best learning buddy with multiple elements. Compared to other products out there, the actions is more transactional. It's not that easy to download and update new contents. Octobo has all of the easiness of just download the contents from the App Store, but also provides a very comforting interface for kids to interact with Octobo and see how he responds. So all of the sensors that I just mentioned in the previous slide is stuffed inside Octobo. So even it doesn't seem like it's very high tech, but that is what we are designing this for, because we want it to be very natural, very easy and unintrusive for families. So through Octobo's different sensors, when kids interact with him, he will be able to show different emotions, and by comparing, by using our our story kits and other learning elements, Octobo's eyes and face will bring in multiple learning contents for kids to enjoy. So for I would say for other similar product out there, it's either very focused on codings or science, or it's less on the comforting element. It's like a hard surface robot. I think Octobo has really created a new type of interface that can cover all type of subjects among different ages. Our current business model is have the first consumer product sale, but then there's multiple add-ons. You can think of it like the board game with different expansion pack. So consumers will be able to purchase multiple packs, and we have more expansion pack that we're developing right now. And what's more exciting is because the unique combination of hardware and software, we will be able to create like more digital contents that can be run like on like Octobo. So you can think of our product like a controller for kids, like Nintendo Switch. So, you know, like when the hardware is done, it's all about how we as a developer can create, you know, more contents for the platform. And we're also working on a subscription model that can be even tightly combined with kids and families like purchasing and consuming, like media consuming habits. Beyond
Thanks,
the,
just so you know, we're getting towards the end of our time, so I'll give you a minute to wrap up.
Okay. So yeah, beyond the consumer sector, we're also doing an SDK licensing element. So, you know, like the whole like technology can go beyond just the kids sector. So I will go through the rest of the deck like very fast. We also have, you know, a very exciting partnership with DreamWorks that we are launching a new IP product line with them for later this year. Our company also enjoys, you know, how high acquisition like potentials. There's multiple, you know, toy company acquired, you know, content company like us in the previous years. And this is my last slide. Our team is, I'm also very proud of like having an amazing team that have years of experience in the kids and media space. So we really have the strengths to being like success in this space. So yeah, I guess I will end here and open for questions. I also want to say that our campaign is ending in 2 days. So I would love to answer any questions and hopefully to kind of have you guys like join us in this very exciting journey. Thank you.
Thanks, Yuting. We got some investor questions right off the bat. So right off the bat, how sturdy is Octobo? Will it stand up to the kids playing with it?
Oh yeah, like we've been developing Octobo for like 3 years and have been done like more than 100 like in-depth like interview, which is like put it in front of kids and just like kids like wrestling with Octobo. I also have a 4-year-old at home, so you know like starting from his like 2, 3, 4 year, like I can see him, you know, play and pull Octobo, like throw him around. It's definitely like child-proof. Not only on the user side, when we like finish manufacturing, there's like multiple level of like testing that we've done with the product, so it's very sturdy.
Great, a bunch of questions floating in. So next one is a bunch of companies try to do this, cute hardware product plus software to address loneliness, teaching, etc. But they failed to grow. What are you going to do to ensure long-term growth?
Yeah, so like I said that how we differentiate with other products is really about how, you know, the software part and hardware combined together. I think, you know, other, you know, cutesy like smart toys out there, it's all like built-in hardware. So think of like what the problem with the building hardware is like the technology will go out of date like very easily, and it's not easy for families to download like new content. But the key for a kids product is always having like new contents for kids to keep engaging and having contents to be able to grow with kids. You know, like a toy is not just for a 2-year-old. How do we adapt your learning from 2, 3, 4, 5 years old and even more? So that's the reason why we're using a mobile device as its brain, as the main elements of like doing all of the algorithm and gameplay, because that is the only way, you know, the hardware will be able to upgrade by itself. And, you know, it's easy for families to download new content. And also for us, you know, we can always like push out like new contents in a very easy way. And like I mentioned that we are thinking of like doing like a subscription model. So that is like really combining you know, like the typical, you know, software model into this hardware product that I don't think other, you know, companies out there have ever done this before.
Great, and we have 2 somewhat similar questions I'll ask at the same time. Could you talk to us about the impact of coronavirus on the business and where are your products manufactured?
Yeah, the product is manufactured in China, but I would say we are very lucky that our production run, our latest production run has like wrap up in Q4 last year. So we have, you know, like all of the inventories we need for this year is ready. So I think for a company like us, you know, we are like the biggest concern is how coronavirus will affect the lead time in the manufacturing process. But I can very confidently say that is not affected to us at all. And this is actually a time for like opportunity for us for even more growth, because we definitely see an increased interest in product like this. Like parents are asking for more content, more like products that can keep kids like engaged and learning at home, especially for our target age group, which is the like the 2 to 6 group. Like this group of kids is like the hardest to entertain. So like we definitely see like a huge like marketing like opportunities for us. So I think like that is also a reason why we decided to launch this campaign for a short period of time, during this period, because we want to see, gather interest, to get, more like grassroots like advocates to join us, and, together to lead the direction and growth of the company.
Great. Well, thanks, Yuting. That's the end of our time. But if anyone has additional questions for Yuting or about ThinkerTinker, you can go to netcapital.com and post in the discussion board. And I'm sure she'll be available there. Well, thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, everyone.